My name is Andy Roberts, and I'm running for State Central Committee because I have had enough. How many people here have had enough? I've had enough of the corruption. I've had enough of the bullying. I've had enough of the backroom deals. I've had enough of the cancel culture. I've had enough of career politicians. I've had enough of people telling me that I should vote for someone because they had the most money or because they had the best videos. I have had enough of closet Democrats and rhinos running for office. I have had enough of people playing the God card and throwing a few scriptures here and there because they know it sounds good to our base, yet don't have a relationship with God and haven't even been to church in years except for when it's election time.
Come on.
I've had enough of the system that caters to the wealthy and the politically connected. I have had enough of the buddy-buddy system. I'm not interested in a social club. It is already a big club, and you and I are not in it. We continue to elect people who don't care about us. They don't care about you, and they don't care about me. They don't care at all. I'm not interested in repeating the mistakes of those we elect right now. This isn't about who we like the most. It's about who is best to lead the fight. And let me say it again. I have had enough. So what are we going to do about it? We are going to fight. We are going to send fighters to Columbus and to Washington that represent us. We the people. We elect them so that they can that makes us their boss, right? Wrong. They are under the theology and belief that we have owners, that they own us. Not true. Not true. The truth is they want more for themselves and less for us. What they don't want is for us patriots to think for ourselves. Yes, but we are going to send people to the front lines who have been fighting for years, like you and I. Yes, it's awesome that there are people who have risen to the challenge to bring change, to bring reform, and to bring accountability and transparency. People who have never ran for office have decided that they have had enough, and praise God for it. But tonight I want to talk about State Central Committee District 12. I'm not one of those who recently got in this fight. I have a proven track record of fighting against the swamp, fighting against the GOP, fighting for our freedoms. With me, you get a fighter. In 2019, I didn't walk away from ministry, but we took our ministry into another realm, which was political. I co-founded On the Front Lines, Defending American Freedoms. At that point, we decided the church had remained silent long enough. It was at this point we became walking on the walls to call out injustices that we were witnessing. I grew up I belonged into a county that was a cesspool of corruption. We had a prosecutor that resigned because he did things to women that he should not have done. We had a sheriff that was arrested and thrown in prison for doing things that was wrong. And those were Republican leaders that we had, okay? Our people that we elected. But where was the Republican Party? They were silent. They were silent, but it was us that were standing up for the people. You see, anyone can say that they will stand up and fight corruption. Anyone can say that they will stand up for and with the people. When I say it, you know it's true because I have already done it. In 2020, when our governor, Mike DeWine, made unconstitutional mandates and closed down our state, I was speaking out on it. Why? Because I'm a fighter, and I'll continue to fight. And I had more here. But Ronald Reagan said, freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it to our children in the bloodstream, and it must be fought for, protected, and handed down on them to do the same. And my favorite quote from Ronald Reagan that I like to quote everything that I ever do. Ronald Reagan said, if you can't make them see the light, make them feel the heat. And if you will elect me for the State Central Committee, I promise you, I will bring the heat to Columbus. If you will elect Amy Morrow, I promise you, she will bring the heat. If you elect Mark Makita, I promise you, he will bring the heat. If you elect Neil Peterson for governor, I promise you, he will bring the heat.
Amen.
Amen.